Hey, Ruby.
Hey, Sophia! Stop doing that.
Doing what?
Cracking your knuckles.
Why?
Don't you know it causes arthritis?
It's so satisfying. Is that really true? For you?
I don't know. Maybe you've also heard that cracking your joints gives you arthritis. However, it turns out that is not scientifically backed.
The proponents of this theory are often parents who probably don't want their kids to be going around cracking their joints all the time because the noise is unsettling, let's say.
And people also assume that the sound comes from bones grinding against each other, which would lead to joint wear down and later arthritis.
But if that's not true, what is?
This is what's really happening in your joints.
Anywhere that there is a synovial joint,
Or a joint that bends.
there is a layer of fluid called synovial fluid hanging out in a membrane that cushions your joints. So that layer is there to cushion the bones and prevent them from rubbing against each other, which is the actual cause of arthritis.
So you're telling me that this whole process actually protects us from arthritis?
Yes, but more on that later.
Synovial fluid also contains gases such as CO2, O2, NO, and N2, which are dissolved in the fluid but still remain in a gaseous state.
So when you start trying to do whatever you like to do to crack your knuckles, like for me it's this, that makes the gases come out of the fluid. They momentarily become insoluble.
And when those gases exit the solution, the spaces they used to occupy become empty, forming cavitation bubbles.
There are these vacuums inside the bubbles, which then quickly collapse in on themselves as the synovial fluid fills in the empty space.
That's the snap you hear when you crack your knuckles.
You may have noticed that if you just crack your knuckles, like I just did, you can't immediately crack them again. There's a cooldown period.
That's because the gases need some time to dissolve back into the fluid, usually 20 to 30 minutes.
So you may have noticed that nowhere in that process were the bones rubbing against each other, what actually causes arthritis.
So instead of arthritis, it's just the air pockets in the fluid surrounding your joints making noise. Interesting.
Yep, which is why it is perfectly safe for me to go back to doing this.
Let's not.